how's it going? So it's gonna be a big rant, very very big one. Okay, so when I read the comments, like most of the time, it's very very good. Well done, guys. So you're doing making progress, right? But some guys, I don't think they understand fundamentally the message I'm trying to say, or like the purpose of most of my videos, right? I just gonna break it down into basic concepts where people can understand what they're dealing with. Fundamentally, Riot Games and Tencent are evil companies. They are evil. Do you understand? They are there to completely destroy your life. And they don't give an absolute shit about you. Right? That is the message. All of my statistics, everything just zooms on this. Right? And when you engage with this company or its products, you are destroying your life because they are selling e-drugs. League of Legends is not the most coolest game ever. There are bazillion games, bazillion, that are better than League of Legends. But League is probably the most addictive game of all time. Okay, so let's go into some statistics, right? How does that happen? You say, oh, so many people play it. Oh, it's so popular, it's so cool, and a lot of people would not play it if it wasn't so cool, and this and like okay, let's look at realistic statistics, right? For people, okay, if you just understand statistics for how many people in United States, let's just take United States as a country because they are a well-developed country, one of the best, kind of like one of the top countries in the world, and I like America because they keep statistic almost on anything, right? So, 16.5% of population in USA have some form of addiction. We're talking alcohol, we're talking weed, we're talking some heavy drugs. Some people have binge eating disorders. Some people binge watch Netflix, they can't quit. Some people have gambling problems. Some people have gaming problems. Right? Now, is 16% a lot? It's huge. It's a huge problem. 1 in 6 people. 1 in 6 people. So you look at your friends. There are 10 people. Let's say there are, I don't know. Well, let's say 10 people, right? At least 2 of them are gonna be addicted. Now, and if you're playing League of Legends, you are part of that statistic. The other guy is probably doing alcohol or sugar or some caffeine abuse or some other bullshit. Do you understand? At least that's a big, big, big problem. Right? So, people say, oh, Riot is this, oh, how are other, like they're defending the game in some form or another. Right? I understand, right? But you have to understand fundamentally how evil what Tencent and Riot is doing and how it's affecting your life. And I'm trying to pull you out of it. I'm trying to show you logically why is it absolutely disgusting shit what they're doing. It's disgusting. It's like adding cocaine into Red Bull, which was already done at some point in time until it got deregulated. Getting children to smoke was done at some point. Right? Now, some people think, oh my god, are companies who are only interested in profits that evil? And the answer is yes. I will show you one study. One sec, I'll find it. Yeah, so I found it. So this is 1977 Nestle Boy Scout, right, conflict. I'm gonna link it in the description below. Read for yourself, right? Now, Nestle had, I'll summarize the conflict very, very simply. Nestle had a baby milk product that was so addictive to kids, so addictive to children, that they would stop drinking breast milk after trying this Nestle milk. Do you understand? So that makes the child and parents have to provide and buy Nestle milk in order to care for the baby. Right? So, as opposed to, it got ruled out in most developed countries, right? Because this is bullshit. most developed countries have regulation, and they would not allow some bullshit like this to happen, right? So what did Nestle do? As opposed to destroying the product, they started selling this shit in the third world countries, right? Where the price of the milk is like weekly wages. Do you understand how evil this is? Fundamentally what they're doing. They didn't say, oh, that shit is dangerous. This is life-destroying bullshit, right? They went ahead and they found the market. Do you understand fundamentally how absolutely fucked up and evil that is, right? Until it got shut down, right? So League of Legends is this type of company. Now, why is it like that? Because it's unregulated market. I told you multiple times, companies are run by sociopaths, right? Capitalism, like the fundamental problem always and has always been and will continue to be with capitalism, is that it breeds sociopaths, right? The better sociopath you are, the higher up in capitalism ladder you are. Think of all the complete sociopaths. We're talking like Elon Musk, we're talking Theranos, Elizabeth Holmes, right? FTX guy, what's his name? Sam Bankman-Fried. They are completely demoralized. I'm talking, they have no sense of morality whatsoever. And here they are. Where are they in the kind of like capitalism era? They are at the top of the food chain. Do you understand? So behaviors like this in capitalism are being promoted. And that has been one of the drawbacks of the capitalism. It's a better system than dictatorship. It's a better system than religion fanatics, where, you know, like, unless you believe in God, you are like a heretic and you get killed. Out of three systems, because right now we only have three systems. We only have dictators, which is like China, Russia, other kind of developing countries, where it's kind of like one person is the whole state. He makes all the decisions, you screw with him, your car goes on fire, accidentally you get blown up. Do you understand? It's like, that's one model. We have religion fanatics, which is the third model, where the book rules everything. And if you don't follow the book, you are the heretic, you get killed. And we have capitalism, where we have free markets, and then you buy and sell, you make businesses, right? Now, out of three models, the capitalism is the best, right? At the moment, it works the best, right? The fundamental flaw is that it breeds sociopaths. Now, the way governments work around it is they introduce regulation to make it so that sociopaths don't just abuse people. Otherwise, they will. I'll find the video for you. 1 sec. Okay, so I found the movie. It's called Cloud Atlas. I'm gonna link it in the description below. I also found the video of kind of showing you. Oh, whoops. You probably do not want to show that, right? Okay. So I'll link the video in the description below. Let me just 1 sec. Okay, so I'll link this video. It kind of compares a business with kind of like, okay, how to explain it to you, right? When I saw Cloud Atlas had a fast food chain restaurant that had clones in it, right? So consumer was the ultimate god, right? So all of these, they were kind of like clones manufactured, right? And their life was just to serve the customer, then go to bed, drink a milkshake. It's like some kind of I don't know, juice box or something. And that was repetitive until they reached the age of 24. All of them were females because, you know, statistically in that movie that 24 is the cutoff age. At that point, a statistic drop for, I don't know, whatever a statistic is, but business decided up to 24. Then they would be sent to what they called heaven for the clones. Everybody wanted to go to heaven, and they could not wait until they become 24 to go to heaven. Long story short, they got shot and killed, right? But the kind of like the propaganda to the clones were that someday they're gonna reach this heaven, which is past the age of 24, and they are gonna become the consumers, because consumer is the ultimate god. So they just could not wait. And any attempt of asking questions or disobedient, like being disobedient with the company, resulted in you being killed, basically, right? Now, but here is the next part. They would use the clones to then manufacture meat. So all of those clones who got shot, right, they would then be processed to make burgers out of them. When I saw that, I was like, if capitalism was not regulated, this is what it would become. Does that make sense? Because think about it, it's a perfect system. You have no wastage. Every single thing about the product is being recycled, including the employees, right? You have to understand that if you give free reign to these people, that's what they're gonna manufacture, because they are sociopaths. Do you understand? Right? So, on the internet, they have free reign to do whatever the hell they want, right? So they will use everything, any trick possible to completely make sure that their business objective, which is getting you to play the game and spending money on the game, is met. Do you understand what I'm saying? Right? You are basically in here. You are in here. Right? Fundamentally. Now, okay, so let's ask the question: how damaging is League of Legends? I'd say worse than cocaine, in my opinion, right? Because I'm looking at people like I stopped watching Twitch a long time ago, but I saw people in there. I mean, dude, they quit high school when they were like 13. They've been playing the game. I think League came out in 2009, right? So 15 years now. 15 years, right? And they've been playing since season 1. They are now 30 years old. They have no high school education. They have no college. They don't even know how to do math correctly, some of them. Do you understand? For them to get back into society, they have to finish high school. So they have to go into adult lessons, right? They have to then get trained. It's another 10 years. They will be 40, 45 years old before they become even somewhat functionable member of society, so they can make a contribution. Do you understand how much time that is? 30 years of their life just wiped out by this type of companies. Do you understand what I'm trying to tell you? It's fundamentally, it's evil, right? Now, you will say, some people who defend Riot, okay, is Riot, because you know you can put your age into when you register for the account. They have all the statistics. They can say, okay, it's end of September, start of October. Based on the time that you're playing the game, you should be doing homework, not playing League of Legends, right? So we're gonna limit, because you're playing too much time, you're spending too much time on the game, we're gonna limit the game and make you, like, unless you get, do you understand, they can regulate the game, they can make it good, right? But they don't want to, because that is not their business objective. Now, like I said before, in here, they can throw away the baby milk. Of course they can. But that's a waste. And they want to make money. So what do? They find a market for it. Right? They know this statistic. They know that 1 in 6 kids, right, are prone to addiction. They are addiction-prone people, right? So, let's think about it from perspective of, right, some drugs are expensive, so that stops people from being addicted because they're expensive. Some drugs have side effects, like alcohol. After alcohol, you feel like shit, right? Because I look at people who have what's that called? Hangovers. They don't look good at all, right? Some people like basically everything has side effects, but League is free. So now these kids who had no access because they either were limited by money or they didn't want to swallow the side effects, right? They can now fulfill their addiction with this product, League, right? So if you're playing League, I'm almost certain that you're playing it because you're addicted. I'm certain that you're not playing it because it's a good game. Like, I spoke to people, they don't like League. They don't like it. They want to quit, but they don't know how. I'm gonna link description below, so you can quit the game. You know, it's resources for you. But just guys, fundamentally understand, okay? You're not dealing with the government that is interested in your well-being. You're dealing with this, right? You're dealing with this stuff here. So I'm just saying, be careful, okay? Take care.